Hey all my beautiful kitties, and welcome to Cooking Canyon. Oh my god. So, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I played the appetizer edition back on January 22nd of 2021, about a year and a half ago. And I think a few days later, or maybe even on the same day, I was told by the developers that the full version was supposed to come out in November 2021. And I was so busy with work that I completely forgot about it until I saw someone post a video on like a current update that had happened. And so I looked it up, I bought the full game, and I'm going to try and play the full game and see how different it is from the appetizer edition. I do know that it is supposed to be something that looks cute, but is actually terrifying. I do know it's one of those games. At least I think it stayed that way. And everyone is spying on me, and I don't like it. That's very uneasy. But anyway, I don't know why. The music just stopped, and I don't like it.
Can you hear them?
I don't like this. This is what I was talking about, the uneasiness. Sorry, I'm fixing my chair at the same time. This is so creepy. I haven't even opened this yet. This is the first time I've opened this. I don't... Okay. Anyway. I don't like this. I'm laughing at nervousness. Before I get into the video, be sure to leave a comment below with your thoughts on the video. Be sure to like it if you do like this video, and consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. I do upload very frequently, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. If you want any more notification as to when I post, I do have a Twitter page at The Gross Kitty right here on the screen, where I will tweet out when I post. So, on to the video. We are clicking new game. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? Yep. Okay. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to Achoo! I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. Get those allergies under control, Mariah. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine. So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out to get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. I think that's how you say that. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds will be the most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly? I could figure that out. You might want to figure that out quick if you want to grab things with your bare hands. I'm just gonna say this much. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek! Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. Again, why would you... Don't leave this guy alone. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. You read about it, but you haven't practiced it. There is a huge difference. I'm just gonna say that. Number 1 is Anatoly. Oh yeah. Sorry, Mariah. Got carried away again. Haha. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. They seem like the 2 weakest ones. But I guess working together is better than being alone. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chum. Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting the food. Gregor is gathering firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. And what are you doing, Karen? Very excited to try your cooking. All right, everyone. Let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Mariah. Anatoly. Gregor. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. To save the game, right-click or hit the escape button on your keyboard. Ah, that's good to know. Okay. This menu will allow you to adjust volume levels or exit to the title screen to view unlockables. Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove progress you've made. Be sure to save. Do you have any experience making meals? I got an achievement. Butter them up. Probably not. I'm extremely lazy. Even though I kind of do, but I never played this game, so I don't want to say yes. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Let me know if you need help with anything. I'm pretty good with a knife. I'm watching my back with you. You were the most uneasy last time, I believe, too. Karen looks pleased with your answer. Perhaps this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship. I don't want to be anywhere near this lady. Karen will remember that. Your relationship is stronger. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients of the meal tonight. You never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Ooh! Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? Let's check the cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere. Let's check the cupboards again. You check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Let's check it one more time. Check the cupboard underneath the sink. You found a dead mouse. Okay, so here's the thing. If it's been dead for a while, you cannot eat that. This would be a great gift to give Karen. Why would it be a good gift to give Karen? You added the dead mouse to your inventory. Karen's not ready for the dead mouse yet. Let's just keep taking it back. You notice the letter L engraved on the left side of the cupboard. What a fitting gravestone for the mouse. Is it though? Okay. Well, I'm done checking this one then. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. You check the drawers above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing? You check the drawer above the wood pile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might.
Whee! Cabbage!
It's time! Trumpet sound off! Achievement unlocked. Trumpet Captain. Never fear, Onion is here! Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Raspberry!
Always merry, Raspberry. Potato? Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. We're the trumpets! Why talk with those boring humans? So Karen's making me uneasy, and Cabbage is making me uneasy. Whoops. All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cut. We'll share with our secret trumpet recipes. Collect them all and become a 5-star chef. Tutorial. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under Extra, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Meat free. You unlocked your first recipe.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Trumpets! Let's move out. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. Cabbage closed the drawer. You wonder if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state, but only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. And Natalie lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect! You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. It's now evening. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. And Natalie's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. Mariah spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at the deer. Yeah! That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here, and you're going to scare Mariah. Just saying. You're gonna end up scaring and giving Mariah nightmares here. I'm gonna guarantee she has arachnophobia. 160? Yep. Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. No. Almost all of them were near the couch. Yeah! You guys are all gonna give her nightmares. I was going to sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I can sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly. I snore louder than a lumberyard. Ick! Sweet dreams, chum. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. This tastes pretty good. You cook vegetable stew. Achievement unlocked. First meal. I think that's what it says. Yes, it is. Cool. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. I'm liking the music here. The music's really good. Oh wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. It's bland as heck. Karen! Tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. So generic. Could probably use some meat next time. Okay, so here's the thing. It's called vegetable stew. There's no meat in a vegetable stew. Gross. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria vesca, also known as strawberries, for some jam. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. Day 0. Day 1. I don't like the clock. I hate clocks. Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night, I didn't even need a blanket. What time is it? About 1 hour until dawn. So like 5 o'clock in the morning? Will you two pipe down trying to sleep over here? Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food. But you should probably wait till dawn when there's a light outside. I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Thank you, Karen. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bedroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Mariah turns a little pale. Karen's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more of that wild sorrel today. Gah! If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not into meat. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at least, the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. So we do have a vegetarian on our hands. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. Thank you. Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop to their step. I really like this music. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompets to keep you company. Tutorial. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Talk with the chompets. Check out the bedroom. Look around the bathrooms. Okay. So when I played the appetizer edition, I went to the basement, and I'm not going back to the basement. I'm just gonna say that. Let's look around the bathroom today. Let's start small. This is actually a pretty... Don't say Bloody Mary. And we'll be good. Yep, it's a bathroom. Toilet, bathtub, and a cabinet underneath the sink. I really like this mirror, though. Open the cabinet. Yes! You peer into the cabinet. You found a spider. It's pretty small, but it's hairy. Good to know. It's far too gross to even squish. What do you mean it's too gross to squish? You see a spider, you squish it. There's a note buried in the spider web. Good day. We have received a fair number of complaints from Ruslana Orlik over her perceived harassment of her nephew, Marco. Ruslana alleges that you have been frightening him and are causing a public disturbance while traveling into town. Her list of complaints is as follows. 1. Erratic shuffling. 2. Sneering at Marco in an attempt to intimidate or frighten. 3. Babbling incoherently. We understand that this is by no means illegal, but humbly request that you stop immediately. Failure to do so will result in an in-person meeting to discuss. Thank you for your time. Leonard Kazimiers? I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. You take the complaint letter with you. You shut the cabinet. Achievement unlocked. Taking notes, 1 of 5. What else do you want to check out? Look in them. Don't say Bloody Mary if I do this. Turn on the bath. Inspect the black markings. Let's check that out. Doesn't look like black mold. Must be residue from some old liquids. The others should be coming back any minute now. You leave the bathroom to go greet them. I really don't think so, because if you... I know from experience, a lot of times, if water residue tends to be yellow. Like a yellow or an orange color. Not completely black unless you have really, really, really bad water. We're back. Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. Who knew the big guy would be so scared of... Shut up! You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. I don't know what a marmot is. Mariah laughs so hard that your ears ring. Oh, tears are actually falling down my face too, Jesus. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Yeah, don't make me do that. I have asthma. Stop Mariah from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. But fair enough, because if you stop her from hyperventilating and she's laughing too hard that she's going to hyperventilate, then she could actually choke. So actually, that's actually a wise decision. One less mouth to feed, right? Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, first of all, don't think that way about your supposed friends. B, hyperventilating could only help. You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Oh, that could be useful. Quite the selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone looks at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. But cabbage rolls have meat in them most of the time. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and eggs, salt, and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Oh yeah. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. I do know that you can also use toothpicks to hold cabbage rolls too. I didn't know there was a vegetarian version. I knew there was one with minced meat. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with liquid. You cooked cabbage rolls. Achievement unlocked. Meals and deals. Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Yeah, that seems about right. And Natalie looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. Yeah, that sounds about right. You watch intently as everyone takes the first part. Alright, what's the verdict? I haven't even tried it, so what's the verdict? That's pretty darn good. Thank you, sweetheart. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tastes better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. As someone who doesn't like vegetable stew, but does like cabbage rolls, the sauce is pretty red. I don't know where I was going with that. Well, yeah, there was... Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Where did I get fresh tomatoes? Because I know we had rations, but that wouldn't be necessarily too fresh if we still had rations. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible! It's definitely growing on me. There you go! Thanks again for cooking. This really was something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Great. Thanks. I made the meal. Now I have to clean your guys' dishes. Nah, I guess that actually would be fair because I made the meal. Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. So I'm just gonna let those pile up until we have cockroaches. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. Okay. When someone says that, and trust me, I'm a jinx, so I understand this. Don't be so optimistic about things, please. Good morning, everyone. Again, Gregor? Hold on. Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Hey, actually? Nah, you're right. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. Okay, so we live in a cabin area. So we're in a cabin area. There's going to be a lot of woods. Rain can cause mudslides. It is extremely dangerous to be out in the mud areas, especially if you have hills. You really think it will flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from flood waters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen! There's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. And Natalie. Actually, honestly, I agree with him. Let's go out and prepare for that storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes, and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. And Natalie and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Karen makes me uneasy, but I guess I already have a relationship with her, so let's continue with Karen and learn a little bit more. Hey, this paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? Not sure what you mean. Extremely brutal, not as bad as like these. Extremely brutal. Oh, really? You'll have to share the details with me later. Okay? Karen will not be able to stomach your stories. But you still agreed you'll tell her the details later. Karen will definitely remember that. Oh boy. Cool. You hear a shout from the other room. Alright, who died on the mudslide? I mean, Gregor and Natalie come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Aw, what happened? Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright, everyone. We have a route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. It sounds like a radio. Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? It is a radio. You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. It seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got the strange radio. I wonder if, like, there's ghosts and that's someone trying to communicate from the other side. That would be cool. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Let's check out the bedroom, since Mariah's been in there for a couple days, and Mariah makes me uneasy. Poor Natalie. Karen's snoring is so loud, she even wakes you up sometimes. And Natalie must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. So I just looked in there. Mariah's back early today. What's up? Hey. The others are still looking for food outside. And Natalie found some more berries. But nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. Done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Mariah will remember that. Okay. Got it. Aww. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. I hate sugar. I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely hate sugar, so I don't like a lot of sweet things. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, and even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. I will remember that. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome! You're such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. Oh, someone's stomach's rumbling. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It's probably Gregor. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah? Has she not been eating? Mariah! I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Gah! Guilty! Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have at least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. Understandable. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Even I don't know. Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. What is on Anatoly's shoulder? Is that a squirrel? I got it! Is it hunger? Correct. Yeah, I was going to guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, Chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Achievement unlocked. I didn't read the rest of that. Gregor! Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Thank you, Mariah. But this homemade jam is to die for. Haha, don't really die for it. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah. Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. Kittens are playful right now. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you're exhausted. You have exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing under the waters. But it won't drown. It won't drown. Drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. Do I have a fear of drowning? As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Is someone drowning me? Oh, hi. Something is drowning me. Okay. Achievement unlocked. Just a dream. Was it though? Okay. I'm going one more night. I was gonna stop it here, but I hear the rain outside, and I'm gonna see where this leads. Wake up! Sorry, you're making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Ugh. Actually, I'm in Arizona and it's monsoon season, so we're getting a lot of rain recently. So it's been raining like almost every night, somewhere between 5 and like 11 p.m. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Well, he was right. It was going to rain. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. He's got a pen. He keeps stealing. My kitten keeps stealing my pencils. He's got my pencil. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. She warned you. You find it very loud and very distracting. She's carrying the pencil around now. It's a colored pencil. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Naughty sounds petrified. Who came in? Did someone leave or did someone come in? I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow. You can't steal Big Guy's optimism, Karen. Why the heck not? That's all he has going for him. Hey, I think he's got the bronze out of everyone here. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Thank you. Like I said, bronze. Knock it off, you two. Didn't he find the berries, too? I could be wrong. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Couldn't make it past the cover. I think he's more into herbology than meteorology. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive to a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of... Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. Yup. She isn't dumbing any of this down. Does it need to be dumbed down? It's similar to equals 0, where... So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Bronze over brain or brain over bronze. Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin unless these floodwaters stop. We could try. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. I feel like I could see where this might be heading. 'Cause... Well, there's a fear of dying of hunger, but there's also hunger can make you insane to the point where you could start killing over hunger. It looks like we're having another leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. You get up some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chompettes.
Hello!
Don't worry, as leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. You would eat a straight onion? Are your plans going awry? I've said this in my previous videos. Puns can annoy me. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. If I had to kill these guys, he's the first one dead. That one's been done to death. That's a morbid joke. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. You tell her no.
Raspberry!
Milk shake. If these guys are full of puns, I'm going to be really annoyed. You let out an audible groan. Yay, this character is exactly me. Bread. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. At least you admit it's terrible. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. No, it wasn't. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompat Comedy Competition this year. Please don't.
Raspberry!
Of course. That will I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Brad? I feel like Potato's being held against his will. And I'm scared for Potato. We still talk about that closing line, Brad. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. That sounds like a foreshadowing warning. Jump and stick together throughout thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. I called it, Cat. I told you. I called it. Cabbage is holding Potatoes hostage. Or maybe he's holding all of them hostage, but Potato is the one who's literally brave enough to say something or not say something. Life or death. That's right. Chop bits. Move out. I don't trust Cabbage. I don't trust Cabbage. I don't trust Karen. The Chompats somehow managed to close the drawer on themselves. Hey, Cabbage slammed the drawer on his own. I'm sure all 5 of them could shut the drawer. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karen interrupts, says you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left in the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on the last 2 slices of bread. Well, if anyone's dying, it's me. I'll take it. Karen is right. What the heck is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. Don't do anything irrationally. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Whoa, wait. We can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? Yes. I'm, no scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. Not gonna help you. Once mold's let me just tell you something about mold. Mold, once it's touched one thing, the entire thing is infected. So even if you eat around the mold or pick off the mold, it is still infected and can still have food poisoning. We can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their pieces like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Plenty of raid water outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until this storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance. Nautilus, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf about the climate here? You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie. I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart, but I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it. What do you think? Nautilus doesn't know his weather conditions. From a hole in the ground, Karen is correct. Nautilus can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Well, the fact that he is so knowledgeable about herbology makes me think that he's probably reading. You must be going blind then. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make something up like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone, Nautilus. Karen has stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. Cool. I'm guessing with a Nautilus? No, with Gregor. That's gotta be with Gregor. Good to have someone so positive around. Nautilus looks relieved. You think he'll remember that? I think he'll remember it, but I guess let's call it a day. Yeah. Sure. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Hey. Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them while she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Nautilus looks at you with a look of admiration. Heh. See you tomorrow. Nautilus looks like he's blushing as he walks away. Aww. You're definitely sure Nautilus will remember that. Aww. Sweet. So I have at least 1 heart with everyone. I think I have 2 with Karen. So that's cool. You get ready for bread and put a blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. Okay. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. Okay. So I am going to end the video here. I am actually very enjoying this game so far. I do get the sense of uneasiness. I'm trying to hide it, but I can point it out. But I feel like I see where this game is going, but I know that a lot of times when I see where a game is going, rug's pulled out under me and it tends to be like a 360. There's something up with that radio. Why do I feel like it's something's trying to communicate with me, especially since I found the radio, and I think the exact same day is the day I had that weird dream where someone was drowning me and it looked like a ghost. So something tells me that there's something supernatural involved. Karen's making me uneasy, and something makes me think Karen, specifically Karen and Mariah, might go insane if they're too hungry. Something tells me Mariah's not eating as much as she should. And I'm scared. I'm wondering if there's something up with that. Cabbage is making me super uneasy. I know Potato is mentioned that both... Potato seems to be held captive, and he's being threatened to be locked in the drawer. So something tells me that Potato at least is being held captive by the other 4, or maybe Cabbage is holding all of them captive. But Potato seems the most scared out of all of them. So there's something up with the Chompettes too. And maybe they're all in my head? They could all be in my head and I could be the psychopath? That's a possibility too. You never know. But this game is very unsettling and at the same time very nice and I'm very sweet, and I'm actually very enjoying the game because it's got both elements I like, and I really like the kind of visual novel ones that can also make you feel uneasy but also make you feel happy and feel all of these emotions all at the same time. I want to say great job. This game seems to be going really well so far. I don't know how long it is, but I'm so glad that I started playing it from the very beginning, because I had zero clue where this game was actually going to go with the full version, and I'm so glad that I checked it out. I've actually bought this like almost last week, and this is the first day I've had off to actually record the video. My cat's calling for me. Anyway, if you want to like the video, please like the video before you go and leave a comment with your thoughts on the video or any games you would like to see me play in the future. Consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. I do upload very frequently, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. If you want any more notification as to when I post, I do have a Twitter page at TheGrossKitty right here on the screen, where I will tweet out when I post. But for now, I will see you on the video later. Bye! Peace! Off.